Alright, so I wanted to go over a few swing thoughts today. I would consider myself a connoisseur of swing thoughts and swing feels. And it's not because I'm like searching for the answer or anything, but when I hear something interesting, I just like to go try it and see if it kind of makes sense of, goes with my anatomy and my flexibility and all that stuff, because I think that has a lot to do with it as well. So what I wanted to do today was just go over a few of the ones that I've been thinking about recently and just see if they work out. The one that I've been doing the most is a takeaway and kind of swing thought of getting parallel to parallel, and it just kind of feels more like sweeping when I think about it, but in practice it ends up being pretty good. And like, that's fine. So the other thing I was paying attention to, and you can see when you have the Bluetooth connected, you get a tempo now. And so we're going to look at tempo with all these. 2.29 and a fairly good result. And all I was thinking about was take it up to vertical, swing through to the target. I think you do kind of have to rotate, because or else you get kind of flippy, but bringing it up to here makes a lot of sense. Feels like it's on a good plane. And then getting the club head from above your hands to below your hands is staying on a really good plane, instead of, if you're back here, that can come across that plane, and if you're inside like I am, then it'll just come this way. So trying to minimize some of that stuff. Really toey. I'm not too concerned about bad strikes. It's a lot of kind of figuring out where to stand to get the best result. Another bad one. So already losing the luster of the first one. These aren't terrible, but let's try and rotate a little better. Up. Nope. Really bad. So what I noticed with that one is I really got to kind of stand up and get out of it, because this feels like I get closer to the ball. There's no real big like lift in the backswing. There we go. Okay, so that one I got to this parallel position, but I tried to really extend it out a little more and give myself some width. And that was certainly our best effort using that swing thought. And tempo is much slower, 4.5. So I need to probably slow it down and think more about width. Not bad. All right, one more of these, then we'll move on to something else I was thinking about. I mean, that's usable. That's a usable shot. It's right on line. Tempo's getting slower, 5 on that one. Okay. The other one I was thinking about is footwork. And something I do a lot is on my front swing, I'll roll this front foot pretty bad, and then get this like broken down front side and get to here. And it's not the worst thing in the world. I got some weight shift, got my sternum in front of the ball, trying to turn off that front side. But the guys you see that have a lot of power, and I'm pretty short, I need club head speed to keep up with some of these guys that I play with. And so what I want to work on is, as I'm coming into the ball, to make this a more rigid wall. Like, I can't go through the wall with my knee and foot. I have to find a way to stay really stiff on that side and exit down the line. So we're just going to think about not rolling the foot, and I think that's probably a good place to start. Came out of it a little bit, but I didn't roll the foot. So just release the club, I think. Yeah, a little tight draw. So if I can get the club in a good place by putting the brakes on that front side, the club should release in a good pattern. But if we're off a little bit, it'll release in a bad pattern. So it's thin. That one felt like I broke down everything. So strong front side, keeping that outside edge of my foot off the ground. No. Instead of pushing down into the ground, I'm like lifting up off of the ground. That one felt pretty good. All right, just a little more easy of a swing. And nope, didn't catch that good. When I'm working on footwork, it's hard not to get kind of obsessed with the swing and the what's going on, but I'm really just practicing with a club in my hand, and if the ball comes out, great, so be it. But I'm not working on contact, I'm working on footwork. So let's move on. One more where we're just trying to put the brakes on. It's not really a swing feel that's working for me so far. I hit that one good, but way right. Okay, last one for today. Swing feel number 3. On the front swing, we know the hips are turning this way and the feet are turning this way, right? If there was a board, we would be shuffling it like this. And so what I want to do is the opposite. We go this way on the way back. Okay, this way on the way back swing, and then think about turning and straightening out on the front swing. A little more rotational power. See if we can tap into some of this using our feet a little more to swing. The thing that I haven't thought about with any of the swing thoughts so far is I haven't thought use your hands and hit the ball, or make sure I'm swinging my arms really big. It's been smaller adjustments, smaller footwork, micro thinking, and then when I go play golf, or I'm going to play a round after this, it'll turn into results based. I just want the ball to do this and get there and go 150, etc. And I don't think about what I'm doing in the swing. If I do, it usually ends up as a bad shot. So rotational force. Really, we've covered a lot of the theory about a golf swing in these 3 drills. For the swing to be 90-degree vertical to 90-degree vertical, you need to have this kind of force, this whippage through the bottom to get the club head to get through there. To do the post up and not let yourself fall forward takes lateral force, pushing straight up. And then now we're doing rotational force. We're gonna act like we're doing the rotating board or skiing maybe, and we're gonna do this way on the way back, this way on the way forward, and try and time it up. Take a little slow here at first. Not a bad start. And I'm almost feeling like I'm turning and getting taller and lighter, and then I want to turn and get heavy and push. And that's a swing field that I'm not really good at. Oh, came out of that one. So if the feet are moving all around, that's not good. For this particular drill where we're trying to tap into the ground, I don't want to jump too late or too early. That was my favorite contact of the day. It wasn't the greatest stats or anything, but all right, turn back, turn through. We're there. That's kind of what I wanted to feel with this drill. That was an easy swing that resulted in a good result. Plenty high. Spin was up. Let's see if we can do the same thing, but maybe hit down and to the right a little more. Try and promote a little bit of a draw and some de-loft here. That was the idea. I didn't hit it quite on the middle, but that was the idea. Let's try that again. Well, we'll end on that one. So again, things that I'm working on right now are getting here with some width and ending here on the other side, and just trying to get through the bottom of the golf swing a little more with purpose to get to this position. And then with my feet not folding over that front foot, trying to post more and fire. And then with my rotation, trying to get more of a turn in the backswing and more of a rotation this way in the front swing. So all things that require lots of swing practice. It goes through my head as much as possible, practice as much as possible, work on the feels, and then when I step up to a ball, just try and hit the ball in the hole. That's basically the game plan for me to get better. I've done lots of lessons, I've done lots of other things, and no one's really unlocked like, oh, here's what you're missing, here's what you blah, blah, blah. The other thing I will say I'm working on is grip. I've gotten many comments about my grip and how I'm a little spread out. And I am pretty spread out compared to like guys who interlock and get really tight together. So I don't know if that's gonna help or not, if I can swing like this, or if I can stay in my old ways and be a little here or a little here. But I'm gonna experiment and see, probably count on club head speed, things like that, and just see what the potential is. So that's it. That's the golf thoughts of the day. We'll have to put like the little the more you know swing thoughts with D-Lud golf thing. But I'm going to play around now, and we will see you guys later. Peace out.